Hello, and welcome to lesson 18 of MakeStories 101 course. In this lesson, we are going to look at how you can align your elements using the MakeStories editor. So you can see that under the design tab, the first thing that we have here is called alignment and distribution. So let's start by adding an text element on the canvas. So I will add this text element. So now we have the heading 2 tag over here. So now when I click this heading tag, you can see that the alignment and distribution tab, which was first opaque, is now visible. So we will start from the top. So here you can see that we have an option, an icon that says align item to the top. So all these three icons are for the vertical alignment and all these three icons are for the horizontal alignment. So now when I click this first element, it will take this particular heading to tag to the top. When I click this one, it will take it to the center, and when I click this one, it will take it to the bottom. Similarly, when I click this icon, it will take to the left. This one will take it to the center, and this one will take it to the right. Now remember that this particular alignment and distribution icons will only take the alignment of the element. Okay, they won't align the text inside the element. So let's say we have this text element. Now we want to align the text inside it. So we will go into the text tab and then we will use this particular option to align the items. So again, this is for just taking the alignment and positioning it. We will understand it better with an image. So I have this image over here, and now when I click this, you can see that the image is positioning itself. Now I want to position it in the extreme center. What I will do is, suppose our image is somewhere over here. So I will click this image. I will click this icon. It will align center vertically. And then I'll click this icon. So it will align this image center horizontally. So now we have this image at the exact center of the canvas. There are two other options, this and this. We will come back to it later. This is basically for controlling the spacing between three elements. We will come back to it later, but for now we will see this another six options that we have. So the first option we have is something that says W. So W stands for controlling the width of your element. Now you can see when I move my cursor up and down, the element's width is increasing. Again, if you remember, while we were controlling the text font size, we used some commands like pressing the command and controlling the width or the font size, and then pressing the shift key and then controlling the font size. Now, when it comes to controlling the width and height and the x and y coordinates of the elements using the alignment and distribution option, we have two options. One that is, you can click the command icon and you can take care of the and then you can use the arrow keys. So when I press the command option and move my arrow keys, you can see that this particular width will increase by 25 pixels and decrease by 25 pixels. Now if I press the shift icon and I change the width, or I press the arrow keys up and down, it will change by 10 pixels. And if I don't use any of the command or shift and I use just the arrow keys, it will change by 1 pixel. So shift and arrow keys will increase or decrease by 10 pixels. Command and arrow key will increase and decrease by 25 pixels. So this holds true for width, height, x and y axis inside the alignment and distribution tab. Now you can see that the height element of the component is auto over here. So please remember that whenever you are using the text element, you can control only the width of the text element, but you cannot control the height. In the same time, if you use the image icon or the image element, you can see that you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 different and touch points to change your images proportion or size. So over here, let's do this. Let's try to decrease the height of your image. So you can see, as I'm reducing the height of the image, the width is also getting reduced proportionately. Right now we do not have an option to lock this particular proportion or unlock this, but if you want to just increase the width and not the height, then you will have to manually do that using these controls over here. So this will only change either the height or the width. Now if you want to scale it, then you will use these options like this. So this is how you can control the height and width of your image. Now let's see the x and y. So as the name suggests, this is the x and y position of the element with respect to the canvas size. So your canvas starts somewhere from here, which is at the 0, and then ends at 600 pixels, and then it starts at 0 and it ends at 360 pixels. Okay, now you can see that over here this is at 110 pixels. So this image is starting from 110 pixels. So the y-axis is at 110. Now you can increase this, you can decrease this, but most of the time you won't be using these x and y axis controllers because you would love to place it by just dragging and dropping. So you can see as I'm moving my elements, the x and y coordinates are also changing simultaneously. The next option that we have here is the rotation or the angle. Now let's say I want to rotate this by 45 pixels. I would enter 45. Simultaneously, you can also use this controller to rotate your element. This holds true for both the images as well as the text elements or any other element. You can also group these two, and then you can move the entire element or entire group also. So there is no single way to do things in MakeStories. You can use it the way you want. The last option that we have here is the flips. You can see that when you have the text element, you cannot flip them, but you can flip the element when it is an image. So I will click an image, and this is vertical flipping and this is horizontal flipping. If I flip it again, then it will come back to the original position. We will be able to understand it much better when we see this example. So I've flipped this, so you can see the girl change her direction, and when I click this and flipped horizontally. Now the last thing that which I said that we will be looking towards the end of the this lesson is these two spacing icons. For this we will need three elements. So now you can see that we have heading 2, then we have a paragraph, and then we have the second paragraph. So you can see that the spacing between these two and these two is not equal. So now what I want to do is I want these three elements to be at equal spacing. So I want the spacing between heading 2 and this paragraph and the paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 to be equal. So what I will do is I will select these three elements together, and then I will press this button. So now you can see that my spacing between heading 2 and paragraph 1 and paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 is equal. Similarly, let's say I have one paragraph over here, the second one over here, and the heading is somewhere over here. Now I will click these three and I will use this icon. So now they all are aligned in the center, and the vertical spacing between all of them is equal. So this is all about the alignment and distribution tab inside the MakeStories editor. So now with this we have completed almost everything in the design tab. Like we have looked at the appearance, then we have also seen the text formatting. We have seen on click, which using which we can you can link the elements to an external URL. We have also seen filter while we were setting up the backgrounds, and we have also seen the preset rulers. So with this, the design tab is almost completed. So in the next lecture, we will be moving towards the animation tab. Okay, thank you.